It was tough. They played us really well. It was an unbelievable environment. One of the top venues in college football, so we're not expecting anything different this week. We know we're playing a great LSU team with a great defense, and we know it's going to be an electric atmosphere, so we're looking forward to the challenge.
So the fourth quarter was 0-0. What was that like? It's not common around here to have a 0-0 game going to the fifth.
Yeah, it was a tough game, and it was one of those 15-round fights where it went down to the wire, and we were able to out-execute them at the end. So it's kind of what we trained for, to be in situations like that and being able to outlast our opponents.
Damien, we don't ordinarily get to talk to y'all before you've looked at film, but now you have, I guess. So what have you seen about them? Maybe they're a different type team according to something than they've been.
Yeah, they're a tough team, like I said. They have a great defense, but that's no different than any other year. Offensively, we know that they're a lot more electric on offense. They have a quarterback that can move the ball around, but he can also make plays in the run game. They got great running backs, great skill players, so they're a great team.
Defense looks the same.
Well, LSU always has a tough defense, pretty similar to ours. We kind of play the same style of play our defense plays, but luckily for us, we get to go up against the best defense in the country every single day in practice. So I think that going up against guys like Christian Miller and Anthony, Mack Wilson, Quentin Williams, guys like that that'll really prepare us for games like this.
I was going to ask you that, so thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How well do you think? You've seen Tua in hostile environments and in tight games. How do you think he'll handle Tiger Stadium in that secondary as well?
Just the same as he has every other week. We know that this is going to be our toughest test as a team, offensively, defensively, special teams. We know they're going to present the biggest challenge and going to throw the most adversity at us, but that's what, like I said, it's what we train for. So I think that as long as we go in there, we play our best football, we'll be just fine.
But does he have that confidence and that calmness that you guys have confidence in those situations?
Yeah.
Just his demeanor, his personality suits well.
Yes, sure.
Who's the toughest defense you played so far to this point this season?
Say Alabama every day in practice. I think they're the toughest defense we've gone against. Outside of them, though, I think we played a lot of good defenses, and I think that this game would be no different. I definitely think this would be the toughest defense we played outside of our own. But like I said, we played a lot of tough defenses, a lot of teams that have kind of given us trouble here and there. But as an offense, we practice every day, Monday through Friday, so that whatever the circumstances are in the game, we'll still be able to execute and put points on the board.
Just from an outside perspective, really the only knock on Alabama this year is y'all haven't really been tested. Does this team feel battle tested at this point in the season yet?
Yeah, every week, when we play a different team, they're going to say, okay, this is going to be the first test for Alabama. And then we go out and we play well, we execute well, we end up winning the game. And then after that game, they're like, oh, well, they still haven't played anybody. So that's kind of not something that we worry about. We're not worried about who the outside world thinks is a challenge for us. We know that we faced a lot of different challenges and a lot of teams that have given us some form of adversity in the game. Like I said, this will be no different. So we're not really worried about who everybody else thinks is going to be a challenge for us.